All right, so welcome to another episode of Pick a Side podcast. You know what's weird that I've been noticing?
What?
Each time we record, we always get into the topics like right away, and we like never talk casually.
You want to talk about your day?
Yeah,
Okay, how was your day?
my day was pretty good.
How was your day, JC?
Full of work. Felt sluggish all day.
This is
Nah, but before the show was starting, you guys were talking about rappers, right?
Yeah.
You guys were talking about how JC doesn't like
Yeah,
new
He doesn't
school
like
rappers at all.
everybody swears I don't like new school music.
Though.
But I can conduct a list of 10 artists that I really like from the new school.
Roddy Ricch is nice. I like
Of course,
Roddy
he's
Ricch.
nice.
Roddy Ricch is nice. Lil Baby's nice.
Roddy Ricch is probably one of the best artists out right now.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a new episode. I got a new hairstyle, so
Yeah, man, what's up with those beads?
trying something different, man. I'm
Trying to look like
He
John
has
Morant.
he has a
Nah.
comic color.
You dead look like John Morant.
I like
Nah, we
NLE
stop.
Chopper, bro. That's what I look like.
All right, so this episode, we're going to have 6 topics. I think that's the best number of topics to have because 3 of us go each.
I go 4 times.
So, look, the first topic is how far can Pascal Siakam take the Raptors in the playoffs? Should Giannis leave the Bucks? Towns or Jokic? Who is the better player? Bradley Beal missing the restart. What does it mean for Washington? Zion or Ja? Who was the Rookie of the Year? And if Derrick Rose stayed healthy, would Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, or Kyrie Irving be ranked ahead of him? So, okay, this first topic, me and River are going to debate.
Start, I feel like.
And look, is how far can Pascal Siakam take the Raptors? I want to hear your take on it first.
Sick 'em.
Before I say my take, is it the regular playoff format, like East, West? It's not 1 through 16. Regular
Nah, it's
playoff
regular.
format.
It's regular playoff format, yeah.
All right, so
Come on, man. You're a podcast host. You're supposed to know this stuff.
you have a computer to look up stuff when you get ready to say some dumb shit. So relax. I think Pascal Siakam. Damn, wow. I think Pascal could take him to second round. I think depending on who they play, if they play Boston, I don't see them beating Boston. If they play the Bucks, I don't see them beating the Bucks, and I'm gonna tell you why. Toronto has had a pretty vague history of putting up great regular seasons and stinking the bed in the playoffs, whether it be a LeBron team or not. We have seen them lose. Last year, they trade I guess we all agree DeMar DeRozan is like an all-star talent.
Yeah.
They trade a DeMar DeRozan talent for a superstar talent like Kawhi. Chip. Instantly. They get a chip. This year, they lose a Kawhi. They maintain their pieces. Norman Powell, Terrence Davis has been really good this year. Marc Gasol's been injured, but he's still a valuable piece. They got Fred VanVleet. Kyle Lowry's been playing good. They got a solid 9 to 10 rotation guy. But they still don't have that 1-2 punch like they did last year. Pascal, Kawhi, that 1-2 punch. Now you're stuck with a 1-2 punch of Pascal and Kyle Lowry. I mean, we've seen DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, and what did we see?
I mean, who was better, Pascal or DeMar DeRozan?
I think they're like around the same, if we're being honest. 27 points a game, DeMar DeRozan, I would put him the same.
The reason why I don't agree with that is because I think DeMar DeRozan is more of a mid-range player. So, I don't know.
Pascal can shoot the 3?
Yeah.
Yes. He's shooting 36% from there.
Okay, so he's a respectable 3-point shooter.
got a
He's
good
not
post
We got to
game.
stop this right here.
He's a way better defender.
36% from 3 is good. I know average is,
respectable.
I know that's average like around the
Respectable.
league,
I
but
just said
that's a
respectable.
really good shooter though.
That's respectable.
I thought 35 was the average. That's what I
And
thought.
he takes a lot of contested threes and hits them too.
Okay, respectable.
Mhm.
He's a respectable 3-point shooter. I don't see when Toronto won a chip, Kawhi was their best player and Pascal was their second player. You've dropped that now to now Pascal is your best player,
Giving you 25 a game.
and Kyle Lowry is your second best player. Now we haven't seen Pascal in the playoffs as the man. We haven't seen what he could do yet, and I'm interested to see what he's gonna do now that the main focus on defense is to stop him.
So look, that year that DeMar DeRozan averaged 27, he shot 27% from
Yeah,
3.
you can't shoot the 3. Yeah,
Yeah,
we knew that.
That's a
was
10-point jump that
10
Siakam
broke,
is
broke.
giving you. On top of that,
10-point jump.
Yeah.
10-point jump in percentage.
27 is
10
Oh,
percentage jump,
okay,
yeah.
okay. How much
And
did
he's good
Pascal
on-
average?
and he's-
24?
He averaged 24,
This
but
year?
36% from 3. Like
Okay.
36, 37% from 3. But he's a really good defender. That's what
he
DeRozan
is
is
a
not.
he is a very good defender. He can guard Giannis.
How many people can
Nobody
really
can guard
Giannis,
Giannis.
though?
Not even Kawhi can guard Giannis.
I mean, you have a better. We saw games 1 and 2. You threw Pascal at the top, and you tried to get him to stop, and Giannis dominated Pascal. Dominated. Just took him down low, put him in the post. You put Kawhi at the top. You build that wall because you have Kawhi, that guy who can guard the perimeter, who is still at his best a top 2 defender in the league. You had him at the top, so it was kind of easier to stop Giannis. Now you
Not
don't
really.
wait. Now you don't have Kawhi, who was also a clutch. He was a clutch scorer last year in the playoffs. He's putting up pretty impressive numbers. You lost that guy. You still have those pieces around you. Yes, you still have a very good ass team around you, but now you lost that key guy that gets you over the top and turns you to a championship team. And I just don't see that. You got to go through Boston. You got to go through the Bucks, and I just don't see that they could do that.
Okay, look. I don't disagree with your analysis, but we're not talking about the finals. We're just talking about how far they can get. They're definitely not a second-round exit team.
I mean, if they play Boston, they're going to play either Boston or Milwaukee in that second round.
Look,
so
this is the thing.
Talk to me. It's really coming down to
This
them,
is the
too.
thing.
Talk to me.
In the Eastern Conference, I don't want to just narrow it down to Pascal Siakam, what he's going to do individually, because this is a team effort. And we've seen that when Kawhi had 2 points in Game 6 in the fourth quarter and Fred VanVleet went crazy.
Wait. The question is, can Pascal lead them? It's not can the team.
No, how far can he lead
But
them?
How far can Pascal lead them?
But look, this is the thing. How far can he lead them is a different question between how far are they going to go.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's the question, but with him on the team, this is how far they're going to go.
If he doesn't show up and the team shows up, but they go to the ECF, he didn't lead them to the ECF. You do know that, right?
But they still went there.
But
That's my point.
The question is, how far can he lead them?
Let me make my point.
Yeah.
They're going to make the Eastern Conference Finals at a bare minimum. And I'll tell you this. They're the second in the Eastern Conference right now, 46-18. And you want to know? Third, I think, is Boston.
Okay.
You want to know? You want to know a stat that's crazy? They're second in the East, 46 wins, I believe. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 of their leading scorers on that team missed 11 plus games, and they're only 6 games, and they're only 7 games back, I believe, from Milwaukee.
Was it Gasol, Powell, and
it was Siakam, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet,
right.
Serge Ibaka,
Gasol.
and not even Gasol. It was somebody else.
Gasol's been out for a
because
minute.
this is the thing. Two of their players missed 20 plus games, Gasol and Norman Powell.
Right.
So look.
Excuse me.
I have a stat right here. I think I forgot where I put it. But look, this is the thing. They're 10-9 against playoff teams. And on the surface, it looks like, wow, that's not good at all.
No,
that's pretty average. Yeah. 3 of their losses against playoff teams, Gasol, Powell, and Siakam didn't play.
Right.
That's a combined 39 points a night you're missing.
Right.
And then 2 of their losses, they didn't have Gasol or Powell.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not counting 5 of those losses. I'm not counting 5 of those losses.
Okay, wait. Injuries are a part of the game. You can't just not count a loss.
Yes, I can.
Injured.
Yes, I can.
You can't do that.
Because that loss doesn't prove anything to me. It doesn't negate what the Raptors can do in the playoffs because they weren't healthy. If they're fully healthy with Siakam, and Siakam missing 3 games.
Okay, Siakam is a fair assessment, but you can count a game if they miss Marc Gasol, bro. You can count a game if they miss. Now Siakam, okay. That I'll give you that. However many games Siakam missed, you could take those out. But missing Marc Gasol, you can negate that because it's like they have pieces.
Marc Gasol is a really great defender.
He is, but he's really only valuable when they're playing teams with a big like Joel Embiid.
So he's not valuable against a team like Milwaukee?
Who's he gonna guard?
What do you mean? He's part of the wall that they built.
With Kawhi at the top.
Not Kawhi at the top. You put a defender that's
no.
Okay,
Stop. All right,
good.
now you're being disrespectful.
No, because look, if you
God,
I know that you don't watch the film that much, but if you watch the film, Giannis was bullying Kawhi. Giannis was having his way with Kawhi. The reason why the numbers look bad is because of the help.
Wait. If he bullied Kawhi, what do you think he's gonna do to Pascal?
It depends. Pascal's gotten stronger from last year. He's gotten stronger.
But
he's gotten stronger from last year.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
but it's not just Pascal. You have Pascal, then you got to get through Ibaka, 7-footer, and Marc Gasol, 7'1".
So what are they gonna do against Boston when they can't build a wall and they have to guard all 5?
They can guard all 5. Kyle Lowry can guard Kemba. He can guard Kemba. Who is this 5 that I'm so afraid of if I'm Toronto and we're playing?
That's a pretty dead. That's
And we're
if I'm
playing
not
Boston.
mistaken. That's 20 points at the point, 20 points at the 2, 18 points.
You
at
know
the
that
3.
Jason Tatum has played horrible against Toronto, right?
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
supposedly by the
Wait,
media
wait.
standards their best player.
Playoffs can change that, but hold on. 20 points at the 1, 20 points at the 2, 18 at the 3, and 23 points at the 4.
Can you just name these players?
Kemba, Brown, Hayward, Tatum. That's about 70 to 80
I
points
think
right there.
Kyle Lowry can guard. Kemba.
Guard Kemba how?
What do you mean he can guard? He's a great defender, bro. Kyle Lowry's a great defender. What do you mean? He's not gonna put up 40 on Kyle Lowry.
I don't.
OG Anunoby can guard Jaylen Brown. He's a really good
That's the
defender
starter
too.
at the 2?
He's a 3.
Jalen plays the 2.
Positionless basketball, bro. We know that. Come on, man. Like, you got to stop. This isn't 2K where you match up position by position. It's not like that.
I mean,
Siakam could guard Tatum.
yikes. I don't.
Siakam could
I
guard
think that's gonna
Tatum.
be a fun matchup.
That'll be a fun
I think that's
matchup.
gonna
And
be
then
a very-
Fred VanVleet could guard Gordon Hayward or somebody like
That's
that.
where the problem. That's where the problem
Nah, Fred
lies.
What do you mean?
Played
He
D,
locked
though.
up Curry one
He
game.
never locked up Curry. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
stop
get so
saying
mad
that.
when he says that.
Yeah, you gotta stop
But
saying
Fred VanVleet's a really good
that. And
defender.
even if you say
He's a
that,
good player.
Gordon
He's
Hayward
tough.
Gordon Hayward is 6'8", so Fred VanVleet 6'1". That's a very big height difference.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is also the fourth option on that team.
Even if he puts up 18 points a game, even if Anunoby guards Hayward, that means you're stuck. You put Fred VanVleet on Jaylen Brown. That's bad matchup. Either way, Jaylen Brown can guard Fred VanVleet. I'm not worried about that.
Or
Jaylen
you
Brown
put Fred VanVleet on Kemba and you put Kyle Lowry
where?
on
That's
Hayward or Jaylen Brown.
That's even if Jaylen Brown. If you put Kyle Lowry on Jaylen Brown, that's
Kyle
still
Lowry's
a height
really
difference.
strong.
So
He's
is
really
Jaylen
strong.
Brown, and he's more athletic, and
He's
he's
really
faster.
strong.
And he's taller.
Yeah, so it's like you're putting 2 little guards out there against a very big lineup. From the wing perspective, you got a 6'7", 6'8", 6'8" wings that can shoot the ball, and all 3 of them can play D. Now they're not the best defenders. I'm not saying that, but they all can play pretty good defense, and they can shoot from all 3 levels, and they can get their own shots. You're looking at OG Anunoby cannot get his own shot. He can play defense.
Siakam can.
Siakam can.
Van
We've seen
Vliet
Kyle
can.
Lowry stink it up in the playoffs. I know you're going to bring up that final.
Lowry
He finally
can.
played good, but we've seen him play very horrible in the playoffs.
No, but we're
Very
talking about
horrible.
players that can get their own shots.
Yeah,
Kyle
but I'm
Lowry
just-
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Siakam can. Norman
can.
Powell can.
He can.
Van Vliet can.
Yeah.
I'll say Marc Gasol can.
At this point in his career,
Still in the post, he's pretty formidable. I think I've seen
you would
it.
give it to him to get his own shot.
Ibaka can too.
Ibaka
Ibaka's
can, but
pretty
you would
good.
give it to Gasol to get his own shot. And then you got
In the
Marcus
post?
Smart.
It wouldn't be my first option, but he's definitely an option.
Not to mention you got
Nonetheless-
Smart coming off the bench to stop anybody on that starting 5 from scoring.
No, it's a tough matchup.
It's gonna be a
it's a
scary
tough
matchup.
matchup,
Like,
but
it's
you're
gonna be a
acting
scary-
like Toronto has no chance.
No, I didn't say that. I just don't think Pascal's that. I don't think Pascal's ready yet.
You don't think Pascal's ready yet? What makes you think anybody on Boston, Kemba, has never even took his team out the first round?
His team's
Gordon
garbage.
Hayward has never
team's
took
garbage.
his team out the first round, I think, either.
No,
No,
he
Or
did.
the
he
one
beat-
time
he
against the
beat the
Clippers.
Clippers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the injured Clippers, right?
They weren't injured.
Blake Griffin was out.
Blake Griffin played.
Not the whole series.
Blake Griffin's
Okay.
always out.
Yeah, he still went to 7 though.
Yeah, okay. And then look, who else did Jason Tatum, who stunk it up this past
He
season?
went to the ECF before though.
But he stunk it up this past season. You're only as good as
Very
your recent
bad.
performance.
That is true.
And Siakam's
That's not true.
And
That's
Siakam's
not
recent
true.
performance is 20 points in the finals. That's his recent performance.
But he was the second option. Now the spotlight is all on him. And if you have Kawhi as your number 1 option, you're not gonna get.
The Raptors play team ball, man. I'm not
They have a
not
great
afraid
coach.
of that.
No, I get the team ball concept, but name me a time where the championship was won because of team ball.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna win a championship, but they can definitely beat Boston if they face in the second round.
I don't think they could.
Nobody
beat
is saying they're gonna win a championship.
I don't
I'm
think they could
just
beat- I don't think they could beat Boston.
I'm not picking the Raptors to win a championship, but I think they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
with team ball. You
Yes,
Yeah,
the team
nah.
ball you can make to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know, man.
Isn't that what Boston did when they had Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Terry Rozier?
It
wasn't that team ball? It wasn't a dominated-
It was Tatum and Rozier at the top, and then everybody fell in line. That's kind of how.
But
it's
it
gonna
wasn't
be.
like superstar ball.
Of course not. They were rookies. It's different. Nobody. First of all,
No,
Kyle
but they
Lowry's
made it to the
35
Eastern Conference Finals playing team ball. You said you can't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals
No,
playing
there's
team
obvious
ball.
outliers, but you're talking about a guy who has a point guard who's 35 years old. We've seen him put up 2 points in a playoff game before. Like legit put
And
up
a
2
player
points in
and
a
a
playoff.
player in his prime right now that's not even in his prime, but he's still young. Siakam
So is
was
Jason
26.
Tatum. Siakam's 26 already?
I think, yeah.
Jason Tatum's like 22, bro. He's already seen
No
this.
way. I thought Siakam was like 24,
He's already
25.
seen the spoils and the riches. Like he's seen
Siakam is 26.
He's seen the ECF
Damn,
before.
he's fake
Jason
old.
Tatum has went toe to toe with LeBron. Like he's been here.
All right,
like,
and Siakam has won a championship.
with
What are you talking
following
about?
Kawhi's coattails. Yes, I get
Everybody
that
that is on the Raptors, they've won a championship. Norman Powell, Kyle Lowry,
That's not
Van
the
Vliet,
same, bro.
Gasol,
It's
Ibaka.
easy. Okay,
they won a championship.
Okay, and you're gonna say that, and I get that. It's easy to say that when Kawhi was your best player. But what about them times when Kawhi wasn't there and Kyle Lowry was shitting the bed in the playoffs and they were getting bounced? What happened?
yeah.
Talk to me.
I'm not denying that, but this is
Norman
not
Powell
the
was
same
on them
team.
teams too.
This
Hold
is
on,
not
Norman
the same
Powell was on them
team.
same teams.
Norman Powell's a way better player than he.
He's
this
a way
year
better
than
player
this
now.
year.
Yeah, it's a different
Averaging
team.
16
No,
points.
it's a different team
But it's,
now.
the reason
but
why it's not
better
the same
coaching.
thing.
But Kawhi's not there anymore.
The reason why
Kawhi, let's be realistic. Let's really numb it down. Does anybody remember a shot that? Does anybody remember a clutch moment? Disregard the finals. Let's talk about Philly real quick. Do you guys remember a clutch moment that Pascal Siakam had or Kyle Lowry had
Yeah.
against Philly?
Oh, against Philly?
Yeah, against Philly.
Actually, no. Siakam played bad against Philly.
He did. What was that? The second round?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kyle Lowry was all right against Philly,
Oh.
but
I'm actually interested to know the numbers.
but like
No, I just want to tell you this. Okay, this is the Raptors when they were in the first in the Eastern Conference, right? When they had DeRozan. DeRozan was there. Lowry was there. So Lowry was still on his team.
The year
I think
before
20,
Kawhi?
2017, 2018.
So the year before
when
Kawhi.
they were first in the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
It was 2 years before Kawhi.
Okay, two.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's not there. Serge Ibaka, he's still there.
Yeah, he was
CJ Miles,
not
Fred
there.
Van Vliet, but he was 23. He's way better now.
Yeah.
Delon Wright, Siakam when he was 23. Jaka Pirtle.
They're old.
Everybody on this team, Norman Powell, OG Anunoby, Siakam, Fred Van Vliet, they all got better.
Yeah, I agree.
And so they're not the same players that they were. So you
I
can't
agree.
compare.
I agree.
You can't compare
But
their
it's
success.
not gonna be the same rodeo without Kawhi.
Siakam's also gotten
I'm
better
not
this
saying
year
that.
than
No,
last year.
Siakam is definitely got. I will give it to him.
He's
Siakam
gotten way
definitely
better.
got, but can you tell me the stats?
You know, look.
Can you look up real quick the stats of their first round, second round, third? I just want to know what was going on in those series. Look up Pascal Siakam. I just want to know his stats.
We're gonna do something better. We're just gonna see how much they average for the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
yeah,
it.
shit.
Then we're just gonna see how much they average for the playoffs. But this is the thing. This is what I was about to say.
Go ahead.
It's hard to replace a player like Kawhi,
Absolutely.
of course, because he's a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
But
Top 5 player on the planet.
Nick Nurse has done a really good job. OG Anunoby's averaging 11. Terrence Davis is averaging 8.
Oops, excuse me. I'm sorry. Keep going.
So it's not like
It's not. But wait. It's not hard for a talented team to win games in the regular season. It's not hard. The Raptors. You just told me with that team that you just ran to me, they were a first seed in the East. It's not the Raptors are. They're gonna get to
they
the
lost
playoffs.
to LeBron.
I'm saying they're gonna get. They're a good team with a good coach. They're gonna get to the playoffs.
That was
I
the
know
year that they actually took the Cavs to 6 too.
Yeah, they lost the first 2 games, won the 2 games at home,
And we know LeBron is a different opponent than facing
But you brought
Giannis.
Yeah.
Well, that was
And they
LeBron
had
and
Kyrie and K-Love.
Yeah.
So
You didn't
it's a different
You didn't
team.
talk about the next year though when it was just LeBron Dolo. You didn't. You skipped that year. You did not bring up that year.
I didn't bring up that year because I felt like it wasn't relevant.
Oh no, it was
The
definitely
Cavs swept
relevant.
them.
Yeah, it was definitely relevant. It was
All right,
definitely
but look,
That's
I got the
bad,
stats.
yo.
Kawhi averaged 31. Siakam averaged 19.
It's a big drop off.
Kyle Lowry averaged 15. Gasol averaged 9. Ibaka averaged 9. Van Vliet averaged 8. Norman Powell averaged 7. Danny Green averaged 7.
Danny Green shot horrible too.
Yeah, but to me it seemed like Kawhi was a dominant player, but
He really was.
a lot of
He was,
these
though.
a lot of these players was doing what they got to do. Like if Kawhi isn't there, I see Siakam getting to 20.
You don't see.
I see
But do you see them going as far as they go though?
not the finals. I already
don't even
said
think
that.
they go to the. Bro, do you think they beat Philly without Kawhi?
Yes.
You're crazy.
Yes.
They went 7 with him. How?
Wait. Who did Philly lose? Reddick and Jimmy Butler.
We're talking about that year though. You just said that year. So if you take Kawhi off that team, that year they
All
don't
right,
beat
but
Philly.
you know
bro.
that's not relevant because
You just
how you gonna?
said-
No.
If you take Siakam off that team, they could still win without Siakam.
That's a good question.
You
Against-
you
what
know,
was-
you
I don't
want
his
to
numbers
know
against
why
Philly.
that's not relevant?
How, you
Because
just said it.
you're trying to use this. You're trying to
No,
say,
you just
okay,
said-
let's take Kawhi off the team and let's have this team face a full strength Sixers without taking their players off.
Wait, but you just said. No, wait. I was
why
going with what you just said, though.
This is why it's not relevant to the question that we're asking. We're talking about this season.
Oh, okay. So don't say
If this
take
season,
Kawhi off.
can Toronto beat Philly? Yes, they can.
Philly beat Toronto if healthy? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. If
Yeah,
healthy,
I don't have it. I don't. If I'm
But
you, I'm
obviously
not
they
putting any
need-
faith in Philly.
I'm so comfortable in Ben Simmons guarding Pascal for a full series than anybody on Boston, and that's a fact. I think everybody can agree with that.
Nah,
I am
he's
comfortable with
locks
Ben
up.
Simmons guarding Pascal for a full series.
Ben
And I
Simmons
promise
locks
you,
up.
it wouldn't be as sweet as you think it's gonna be.
Isn't that
Yo.
isn't that what my whole point is though? Is that the Raptors can make the Eastern Conference Finals, and you're saying we'd go either way. You can go with Toronto, you can go with Philly, because the East is pretty much open outside of Milwaukee.
My point was, I just gave you Boston and the Bucks. Then you brought up Philly. I wasn't even thinking about Philly.
They can beat Philly.
But
they beat
also
Miami?
lose.
They can beat
They
Miami.
can beat Miami. Yeah, they can beat Miami.
They can
It'd be
beat
good,
Philly.
though.
They can
It'd be
beat
good.
Miami.
They can beat Philly, but they can also lose to Philly.
The way that Marcus Gasol was guarding Joel Embiid, I don't see
What you
it.
just said? What did you just say? Joel Embiid is a better player than he was before. He is. He's a better player than he was
But
before.
if you saw the series last year when Marcus Gasol was guarding him,
Talking about
he was
some last
giving
year.
him-
Did you see what Pascal did in that same series? Played
no,
like
tell
he
me.
played like garbage. Like he was legit garbage.
Oh, okay.
Like it was to the
So
point
the
where-
same thing that you're saying that Joel Embiid can turn it around if
It's
he
the same.
plays.
Where if Pascal
Pascal
plays
can
like
turn it around.
if Pascal plays like garbage though, Toronto's done.
If freaking Joel Embiid plays like garbage, they're done too.
Absolutely.
So we can play this hypothetical game all day
Absolutely.
long.
But that's with Philly though. If Pascal plays like garbage against Boston or the Milwaukee, it's no chance. Like it's no chance.
Well, yeah, I never said it could be Milwaukee. I never said that once.
Just said they go to the ECF. They have to go through one of those two teams to go to the ECF. You do know that, right?
They're the second seed. They end
They
up
can
facing
drop.
Boston.
They can drop to third, bro. We're about to get back into the season.
If they drop to third, they face the second seed. If they go to the
but
second
they
round.
can even slide to fourth. You never
You
know.
see how he's just changing it?
No, they
You
can't.
just keep changing it.
it's
What, are they
legit.
going to slide to fifth next
All
time?
right, first a little OD, but they can drop. You never know. We're going back into the
Yes,
season.
but we're talking about right now, bro. Like, I never
right
said,
now.
I feel like they'll
So
face.
you're going off standings right
The
now.
reason,
like, as of
the
today.
reason why, the
Okay.
reason why I'm saying they can make the Eastern Conference Finals, and I never said they can make the finals, is because I don't see them beating Milwaukee. That's the only team in the East that I think Toronto can't beat. Everybody else they can beat.
Okay, why you say they can't beat Milwaukee?
They have Giannis.
They just
The
they
MVP,
have
they're the
Giannis,
best
they
player
have
in the
What are
Middleton.
you basing that off of?
What do you mean?
The
what I'm
regular
basing
season,
it?
right?
I mean, not just. I just feel like Milwaukee's the most dominant team in the league right now.
in the league.
Yeah, numbers show it. Offensive rating, defensive rating.
How many times did
Sheesh.
Toronto play Milwaukee?
They played them twice. They're 0-2 against them.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you're going off that, because Miami's 3-1 against Milwaukee. If you're gonna do that, you do.
Yeah,
know
but
that,
I'm
right?
just. You just asked me a question.
No, I'm just.
I didn't.
I
you.
want to know what you were basing it off. That's why. I
No,
was asking.
yeah, I didn't base it off
That's
that
why I was
though.
asking,
I'm just
'cause
basing
Miami's
it off their
3-1
rosters.
against Milwaukee.
I mean, you have Giannis, and I think these players
Philly
are
beat Milwaukee twice, and Embiid shut Giannis down on Christmas. So all East, I think all East teams, the top teams, beat each other, has beaten each other, and it's really gonna come down to who's your best player. That's
Not
what it's
really.
gonna
I
come down.
think that Milwaukee is by far the favorite, for everybody.
Favorite to come out of the East,
Yes,
probably.
that's
For most
why
people.
I don't think Toronto could beat them. But Toronto could beat any other team. Do you disagree with that?
No,
I think they could beat any other team besides maybe Milwaukee. That's it.
I don't think they could beat Boston.
We're gonna have to see.
Yeah, I
We'll
don't
find
think
out
they
soon.
I don't think they could beat.
We'll
Boston.
find out real soon.
I think they're gonna struggle with Philly, honestly.
All right, so we're talking about Milwaukee right now. So look, should Giannis leave the Bucks? JC, what do you think?
I think Giannis should leave the Bucks. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so let's get the obvious points out the way. Milwaukee's not a major market. I do want to give the front office credit. They got Mike Budenholzer, who's a really good coach. Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe, a bunch of good players. But I don't think that you can lure another star or superstar player in Milwaukee. I mean, it's not a high end organization, and I know Giannis' free agency is coming up, and I think a year or two, and next year, and these are just teams that I think are way more formidable and just better suited for him. I think Miami's a great team for him. I think what they have down there is great down there. I keep hearing Golden State. Golden State would be amazing. I keep hearing you have to swap him and Clay.
He would love that.
Oh yeah, he would love. He's a Steph Curry fan. But like I said, I mean, look, they've done all these good moves, but at the end of the day, like,
not love Giannis to Houston?
He
Giannis
can't
would
go
be
to
a
Houston.
I'm
beast.
saying, hypothetically, would you not love it? Like,
Nah, I would love it,
Yeah,
but
so-
I just no.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's Giannis,
Yeah.
but like, I guess long story short, I guess what I'm saying is like the front office is conducting a solid team, but if I'm like, I don't think this Bucks team can win a championship. And I know there's some people that I talk to outside of you guys that don't really think the Bucks are the favorite to win in the East this year. They think the Celtics can take them down. They think Philly can take them down. I mean, we've seen them split with Philly. I think Philly actually has the best starting five to contain Giannis. You have Ben Simmons. You have Joel Embiid. These are guys who can protect the paint, who can guard him. You know what I mean? So,
what you say? Fair point.
I mean, if I'm Giannis, just strictly off the fact that it's a mid-market team, Chris Middleton is your second best player, and you're gonna have to keep going with him for the next year or so. I don't think that's like good for him to be your second best player on a championship team. I just don't see it happening. You got this is like the era of like right now we're just in the era of duos. So I mean LeBron, AD. We don't know if that's gonna last because AD could sign somewhere else. Kawhi, PG. You just got all these other teams that have a solidified superstar to all-star player that are better than Chris Middleton as their second option. So I mean, if I'm Giannis, I'm leaving, and I'm either gonna go to Miami. We know how good that team is without him, 4th seed. Or you're gonna go to Golden State with Steph Curry.
I mean, if he were to go to Golden State,
They'd have to give a
one
play.
thing is gonna be certain:
Draymond's gone.
Steph will never win Finals MVP ever.
That's crazy because neither would James Harden. Anyways, let me ask you guys a question before I go with my answer. How much better is Jimmy Butler than Chris Middleton, or if he's even better in your eyes?
He's better than him
How much? By how much?
by a good margin. To me, he's better than him. By
What
a good
about you,
margin.
Joel?
Not much.
Not much, right?
Not much.
Steph Curry is 31. Klay Thompson's coming off of ACL. We've seen Draymond last year. I don't think I need to speak on that.
Without two of those players that complement his game, though.
I'm gonna say he should stay, and I'm gonna tell you why I think he should stay.
Okay.
They're up 2-0. They had an opportunity to go to the finals. They have an opportunity this year to go to the finals. That team is built perfectly for the way Giannis plays ball. You put him down low. You put 4 shooters out there.
4?
Boom, boom.
Who?
Brook Lopez is a shooter. Some Dante.
Eric
Division
Bledsoe
is-
can't shoot.
That is true. They got to figure him out. They do have to. But
They
if
were
you
leaving
put-
him
but
open
George
last
Hill
year.
can shoot.
Yeah,
Which
he
he
could
should
shoot.
be in.
But I wouldn't.
Then you got Middleton, who's a sniper. We can all agree.
He's just a
Middleton
sniper.
can knock that ball.
Wait, real quick. You think Jimmy Butler and Chris Middleton's close?
I was asking you guys.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
asking
I was
you
gonna
guys.
say because
Because the Miami
I
thing
don't know.
is
I
so
don't-
everybody
I
loves
do.
Miami.
Oh,
Everybody
man.
loves to pick Miami, but they're not going to be able to pay Kendrick Nunn. They're not going to be able to pay Duncan Robinson, and they're a huge part of their success. They're going to be stuck with a team of Jimmy, a clog, down low with Bam and Giannis.
It's a hell of a
which-
defensive team.
It is, but
That's a hell of a defensive team.
but the clog down low is not suited best for Giannis. Then who's going to be the guards? You're going to keep Derrick Jones Jr.? He can't shoot. He plays down low too.
Why would you have to get rid of Kendrick Nunn? I'm just asking.
You're going to have to pay him. His contract is up the same year Giannis is going to free agency. So is Duncan Robinson. You're going to have to pay
think
both
he's gonna
of them.
demand that much money?
I think with the market now, absolutely.
Man,
Like he's going to demand at least 10. So like I said, I think that team is suited for him perfectly. I think honestly, the way they're constructed and the way they're built, if they can get Eric Bledsoe out of there for a much better player.
Should have resigned Brogdon.
Like they could have, or maybe if they can even sneak in a Drew Holiday type player for Eric Bledsoe, I think they'll be they're the favorites to come out the East this year again
Yeah.
with that same team. I think they should stay. Giannis, the way he's constructed, allegedly he has the Kobe mindset. I think he should rock with the team. The team is constructed best for him. He's putting up dominant numbers. He's doing everything he can. I think going to play with a Golden State team with 2 guys who one guy who's coming over ACL and another guy who's 31. So you're probably gonna have to be the man because they're both old. Steve Kerr already said Steph Curry's gonna be on minutes restriction next year, and we don't know how that roster's gonna look after you blow it up to get Giannis. Then you got
Oh, and
Miami.
they got a pick this year too, Golden State, right?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you something. Let me ask you this. If Milwaukee doesn't make the finals this year, do you still feel the same way? Do you still think he should stay?
It depends on how they lose.
So let's just say they lose in the second round of ECF. Let's just say.
Yeah, second round he got to go. If they lose in the second round, he should look for a new home.
Look,
I think it's if you don't make
Should
the
he?
championship, he should go.
should he stay? Yeah. Will he? Probably not.
not.
Probably not.
But should he stay?
And,
I think he
this
should.
is why. Look, I made up a list of negatives, and these are the negatives. You were talking about Bledsoe being out of there. I'm not too sure because in the next 2 years, Middleton, Bledsoe, and Lopez, their contract, it doesn't leave the Bucks to sign any other players, and all three of them combined for $67 million to be allocated to all three of them between the years 2021 and 2023. That's not even including Giannis's monster contract, which would be 47 million.
Well, I said try to get Bledsoe for try to steal another player out of that because that contract is huge.
And then they're in a small market. Their owners are not competitive like LA owners or
even Miami
other markets
owners,
that they're gonna pay the luxury tax. They're not like that, so they're gonna try to save as much money as they can.
Yes, that's true.
I think the biggest mistake that they made was keeping Bledsoe over Brogdon.
Should have kept Brogdon.
That was their biggest mistake that they made.
He can shoot. He can do everything Bledsoe can do and shoot.
He's not the defender he is, though.
But he can play defense.
He can defend.
The reason why I think that the Bucks lost, the reason why I think the Bucks lost was because Mike Budenholzer kept Bledsoe in way too long.
George Hill was the better option
for that series.
Yeah, I forgot they even had him. Yeah, they have George Hill.
He gets paid $10 million too.
Yeah.
He has a big contract on him, too.
And all their players, all of Milwaukee's players are going to be there next year outside of Kyle Korver, like their main players.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be there outside of Kyle Korver.
I can't believe they paid Brook, too. Damn, that was a big contract.
But I agree with you. I think the only option I see, I don't even see Golden State.
You don't see Golden State as an option?
They keep talking about it. I don't know how
I
they
see Miami.
Me too.
I see Miami as a real legit option. And I'm not sure about the contract situations, but I think Bam can hit the three. He's not too bad from there.
No, he hasn't made a three all year.
He hasn't?
Yeah, bro, that was a dumb take.
Yeah,
okay.
But
he can shoot.
Nah, because I know in 2K he be making them threes.
But it's not to say he can't expand his range.
He'll come out and then he'll take you off from the perimeter.
It's not to say he can't expand his range though.
He really hasn't hit a three all year?
Nah, he hasn't hit a three all year. God damn. He's not. That's not his job.
He'll take you out in that perimeter though and
but
dribble you to death.
Do I think he has the potential to?
But
add that to his game.
Don't you think Giannis getting there will halt his rise?
No.
Nah, yeah, he really hasn't.
Nah,
they play down. They both play down low. Where are you gonna put Bam if Giannis is down low?
Well, so that's what I'm saying. So I have faith because I don't know. I think
Bam
Adebayo works hard. I think Bam Adebayo could.
If you're getting Giannis, I'm getting rid of Bam. You don't need Bam.
Bam's a big draw though. He's young.
Yeah, but
how old is Bam?
22.
You trade Bam, you can get shooters and you can get a lot of players.
Jimmy Butler and Giannis is way scarier than Bam and Giannis.
Jimmy can't shoot either.
But yeah, he now his thing is broke. But I mean, Jimmy Butler.
Both lockdown defenders.
Oh, they have Tyler Hero too.
He can shoot.
He's gonna be there.
I'm telling you, yo, if I'm Giannis, I'm dipping to Miami, yo.
Nice little Miami. They got Eric Spoelstra there too. Pat Riley's
gonna make it done. He's gonna surround the team. He's gonna build a team around him.
All right,
I just don't think they can win with
I got a question
Middleton.
for you guys.
What's up?
This is the question.
Oh my God, let's go.
I don't even know why this is a question because one of them is in the playoffs. But who's a better big man, do you think? Karl Anthony Towns or Nikola Jokic? Who's a better player?
All right.
Shouldn't be a debate.
No. It is a debate. It is a debate because I'm gonna go on a limb and no.
Go ahead.
Karl Anthony Towns is a better player than Nikola Jokic.
Oh my God.
Let's keep it real. Rib, I want you to name me something other than passing that Jokic does better than him. Go ahead.
Bro.
No, go ahead.
Bro, I'm just gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just say this. Nikola Jokic is he's one of the few big men in the league that runs his offense. And I get where you're gonna come from. Yes, Cat puts up the 25 and 12 or whatever.
He has averages more points per game.
Yes,
he better rebounder.
Wait. Stop there. He averages more points a game, but Nikola Jokic's team.
So you can see Nikola Jokic average 25 a game. I'm just gonna ask you.
Nikola averages 20, and half of his team puts up like 10 a game.
I don't see him averaging 25 a game.
His team puts up 10.
Well, that's something that goes into it too. Nikola Jokic has a better team than Karl Anthony Towns.
That's why he only puts up 20 a game, though.
So you don't think Karl Anthony Towns could go to Denver? Let's just say it just average 22, 23 points per game. You think that's out of the realm?
Cat could run that offense like the Jokic?
No, he can't run it. That's why I said outside of passing.
Just to let you guys know, don't tap on the table too much because the mic's gonna pick it up.
Oh, okay. My fault. Thank you, sir.
All right, you guys keep on going.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Bro,
Go ahead. I just want to know what he does better than him other than pass. Because we're talking about strictly as a player.
as a player,
As a player.
I feel like they're both the same type of rebounders. Honestly.
No, they're not. But okay, you
You're
can
gonna
keep
say
going.
one guy averages what, 2 more,
11.
3 more?
He averages 11 more.
How
He
much
averages
does
3
Joker
more
average?
boards.
7,
Jokic
8?
averages-
He averages 2 more boards than
Oh
Jokic.
my God, they're around the same type of rebounders, bro.
I'm just looking at their regular season stats for their career.
Shoot me their stats, please.
Go ahead.
Well, look, I'm gonna go by their best seasons because we know Jokic didn't play much to begin his career. So
Okay.
By all means.
Jokic averaged 20, Towns averaged 27,
Mm-hmm.
Jokic averaged 11 rebounds, Towns averaged 12, Jokic averaged 7 assists, Towns averaged 4, Jokic averaged 1.4 steals, Towns averaged 1, and Towns averaged close to 2 blocks a game. Jokic averaged 1.
What's the percentage? You just
Tell me that 3-point percentage.
I just want to hear the percentage.
Well,
so I
their
know.
percentages: Nikola Jokic shoots 51%,
Mhm.
Towns shoots 47%, Nikola Jokic shoots 39% from 3, Towns shoots 27% from 3.
Wow, that was pretty drop off.
And
What's the
Nikola
free throw?
Jokic, he shoots 85% from 3, and Towns averaged 74% from free throw.
Wow, this that just shocked me. And then who wins and who doesn't? Just to
Actually, my fault.
Oh,
Those percentages were from the playoffs. But like,
Who you scared the hell out of me?
wait, so the
nah,
Joker
look,
can shoot
okay,
in the playoffs?
okay. These are the stats from the regular seasons,
Okay.
like career. Jokic 52%, Karl Anthony Towns 53%, Jokic 34%, Towns 40%,
Okay.
and
Three.
Towns is a better free throw shooter too by like 1%.
So what you're telling me is the Joker can shoot in the playoffs and Towns can't. That's what you're telling me.
That was one
Towns
playoff
was
series.
one series though
Oh,
against
He
the
has, a
Rockets.
higher, he has a higher sample size in the playoffs. That's my whole point. Like, if we're talking about strictly as a player, if you do more for me on the court, then you're the better player.
The Joker does more.
No, he doesn't. He just passes better than him.
You
Rebounding.
said better.
No.
Wait.
That's all he does. That's all he does better than him, though. But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wait. The Joker scores for his team, rebounds for his team.
So does
He's
Cat.
a primary ball handler for his team.
He
You got
initiates
that?
the
He
offense.
You got
initiates
that?
the offense. He's the playmaker for their team.
Mhm.
He's one of their clutch shooters down the stretch for the team. That is 6 things that he does for his team, and I'm probably missing a lot. He's one of their best shooters He's one of their shooters off the pick and pop. He's one of their best screeners on the team. He's the reason Jamal Murray gets open on the pick and pop and gets that jump shot. So what does Cat does for his team that is so mind-boggling that we don't know?
I mean, look, like I said, he
Scores a lot.
He scores more. He gets more boards.
Yo,
Jokic is a horrible defender.
they
He's a
both
horrible-
are not that good.
Okay, but
defenders,
but
to
we're
be
talking about
honest.
defensive player. I'm taking Cat over Jokic in terms
But
of
you're not
defense.
gonna do anything.
No,
It's
but
not
I'm
gonna
taking
be
Cat
like,
over. No,
oh.
but like that comes into
All right,
deciding who's
got
a
it,
better
got it.
player. You know what I
Not
mean?
really though, because I
Look,
think
look.
Towns is a really bad defender.
They're both
So is
hard.
Jokic.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, but you're
that,
not doing it. You're not going
It cancels out.
Yeah, it cancels
Nah,
out.
nah,
It does,
he's not
bro.
as
It really-
he's really not as bad as Jokic. Like,
Bro, they're
he's
both
not as bad as
bad,
Jokic.
bro.
You gotta watch the film, bro. Jokic can't even stay in the
Talk about
game
watch the film.
sometimes. Yo, you gotta watch, bro. He averages more blocks, more steals.
That
But-
doesn't mean you're a good defender, though.
So you're telling me right now
They're both
on camera that Jokic is a better
On
defender than
camera.
Cat?
No,
Yo,
I'm saying,
that what
like
you're
that
telling me?
I'm telling you they're
And are you-
bad. I'm telling you we're
Nah,
both
bro.
bad.
Okay, but there's one that's worse, and there's one that's worse than the other.
Okay, so
Jokic
if
is
one
definitely
guy-
I mean,
worse.
not really. I mean, like, why do you think Jokic is worse? Like, what on defense
What does Cat show
specifically
you that
is
tells
he
you
Cat
bad?
could be a
that
good
much
rim
better?
protector. Can Jokic protect the rim? No.
He can get steals.
He stands down
So
there the
can
whole
Cat.
time.
Cat averages less steals.
He averaged. They both averaged 1 steal a
No,
game.
one guy was 1.4. The other guy was 1.
Okay, like you don't round 1.4 up to 2. Like it's
I'm
the
just
same.
saying,
It's the
bro,
same
like,
shit.
They both average the
One
same
averages
amount of
2 blocks. One doesn't average a block.
No,
No,
actually, Joker averaged 1.
Jokic averages a block.
He's a
And-
big
and-
man.
and-
They're
and-
gonna get a
and
block,
so,
bro.
and
Like,
Cat averages 2 blocks, right?
but
it's not like they're
No,
big,
but like-
they're big men, bro. They're gonna get blocks, bro. It's just that's gonna happen.
Why does Cat get more blocks than Jokic?
it could also be that
Position?
people challenge him at the rim more.
Who?
It really
Everybody challenges. They both get challenged. Let's be realistic. They're both bad defenders. It cancels out. But keep going.
So like I said, if you want to talk on this season, I mean, look, 26, 11, 4, a steal, a block. I think he does more.
Didn't they lose like 15 games in a row?
Yeah, his team's bad.
I mean,
His
look,
team's bad.
I think
One team if you're gonna use team, then like one plays on a really bad team / organization, the other one plays on a pretty good organization with a good team built around him. Let's
Look,
be
That
real.
team wasn't really built
argument-
around him.
let's
your
be
That team
real.
wasn't built around him.
Cool.
He got jumped into the lineup because he was playing better than I think Nurkic at the time. And then they started the fun, but the team they didn't bring in guys. Those are the guys that were there from the jump. Like they just grew together.
But they were guys that were really good though.
Yeah, no, I didn't say they were bad. I'm just don't make it seem like they went to go get. Like,
Look, I think the
on
only
the court.
formidable argument here is that Towns has never had a chance for a team to build a team around him.
that's fair to say.
Like he has never had the spacing. Wiggins, we know, is he brings no energy to any team. So like if Towns had good shooters around him, like now he has D'Lo, Malik Beasley's pretty good.
Young team, we're gonna see what
Like
they're
you
gonna
got
do.
some shooters around him that could play some sort of defense. There may be a change.
Maybe, we'll
But
see.
I mean, their
And he's
careers,
a way better shooter
their careers
than
are pretty
Jokic.
identical. Look, they got drafted the same.
He's a way better.
he's a
Yo,
way better
Cat,
3-point shooter.
Yeah,
he's not a
Cat-
way better shooter.
He's a better
though.
mid-range shooter too.
Look,
Joel,
they
check
both
the
they
stats.
both
He
played.
didn't check the stats.
I'm telling him, Joel, check the stats if you don't
They
believe
both
me.
played 5 seasons. One playoff played with each of them, and both of them have 2 All-Star games. So they're pretty identical.
The only
Joker
thing
only played one playoff series. I mean, one playoff run.
Yeah, because he beat the Spurs.
No, I know. I just thought he made it more times than that.
The only thing
That's
that
because this past run was pretty phenomenal.
the only thing I don't like is I just feel like people think that Jokic is just way better than Cat. Like I've seen that on Twitter, I've seen that everywhere, and as a player, I believe that's like far from the truth.
It's too soon to tell
They're both
which
really
one
young.
is better. Well, anybody can have their opinion on it, but I don't think neither opinion is wrong. If you think one guy is better, because there's no definitive answer. It's not like measuring
That's
Luka
true.
Doncic and like Seth Curry or something. Like it's not. It's
Nah,
really
yeah.
it could go either way.
I would prefer. Who would you prefer? That's the question of the day.
They're young. I got to see Cat on a really good team.
No, I'm
I have
actually,
yet to
who would
see
you
that.
prefer? Like right now.
I think Cat's better, so I prefer Cat.
I think I like a big that could run the offense and not run the offense. So I would take the Joker.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
Cat does more
Cat's
things
not
better
going
than
to
him.
the playoffs.
Cat does more things better than him.
What do you mean we'll see though? Cat's not going to the
Bro,
playoffs.
he just
The
said they're
Joker's
both.
going
He
to
just
the
said they're
playoffs.
both young.
I'm just saying that you said
We're
we'll
gonna
see
see down the line. He said
We're
we're
not-
both young.
It's gonna
He
be
said
a
they're both
long
young.
time before we see Minnesota in the playoffs.
Cat
bro.
could leave.
Yeah, he
Cat
can't
could
leave.
sign
He could
somewhere
go to
else.
New
You act
York.
like he can't go anywhere else.
When's
Why would
his
he-
contract's up? Why do you said New York? Why did you say that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Not because
He was gonna leave, but then
because
D'Lo
Leon
got
Rose,
there. And he's not leaving.
Leon Rose
Oh,
is
you
mad
never know.
close. Leon Rose is mad close to Cat.
I mean, from what Cat said to the media, he was going to leave until they got D'Lo. Now he believes in the organization. He says he's gonna stay because they got D'Lo, who they're best friends. So good luck. I don't know how that's gonna work.
But if it's Minnesota and it's New York, you're going to New York.
not New York now, like, maybe New York before.
I don't know. I just thought if you do more on the basketball court, you're a better player.
Not necessarily.
That's what I thought. I mean, I think Jokic to you is an exception, I guess. I mean,
No, not
if
necessarily.
Jokic was averaging those stats and Cat was just a better passer, you'd be jumping on Jokic saying Jokic is a better player because he does more on the court.
I think if Cat was winning, I'd probably say Cat's the better.
I mean,
player.
well, one plays for Minnesota, the other one plays for
Denver's
Denver.
not that big of a. Come on,
Denver's.
don't make,
Since we've been young, Denver's been a good team.
but don't make it seem like Denver.
When has Minnesota ever been?
You're acting
What?
like when
What?
Joker got there, Denver was losing, bro.
But
What?
not for long though.
Yeah, but don't make it seem like Denver's some big.
Bro,
style
Minnesota had
market.
the longest drought to not making the playoffs, other than like a couple seasons ago when they made it with Jimmy Butler. They had the longest playoff drought.
No,
they
they
can't
don't.
draft.
Yes,
for
they
anything.
did. Yes,
No,
they
they
did.
didn't.
Yes, they did.
They
The
didn't.
last time they made the playoffs was 04 with Sam Cassell and Kevin Garnett, and then
what was it, did they make it?
and then they made it like a couple years ago.
You
They were
sure?
like, yes, they were the.
I could
long-
swear the Kings got the drought right
oh, now the Kings got it.
Yeah, I
but
could've sworn the
before it was Minnesota.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on to the next topic, fellas. As y'all see in the news, we saw Bradley Beal got injured. He is now missing the restart. So what does this mean for Washington? Joel, I'm gonna start off with you.
It doesn't mean anything. Because look, I don't think that anybody had Washington even making the playoffs.
Don't know why.
I
they-
think
At
many
all.
people didn't even want Washington to be a team that was inside the bubble because there was no point. But now that Bradley Beal is not gonna be there, the best player is Davis Bertans.
That's a debate too.
There really isn't a. Oh yeah, between
Thomas
him
Bryant.
Rui, I think.
and Rui,
yeah.
a rookie. So, so look, this team has no business being in the bubble.
Mm.
The NBA should have sent them home. They're just probably keeping there because of courtesy. It's gonna be an easy win for any team that's gonna face them.
Pretty
And
much.
any team that loses to this team should feel ashamed of themselves.
Like that day when the Rockets lost to the Knicks.
Rockets didn't try.
Yeah.
But
Who tries against
like
the
this
Knicks?
the thing.
You better not lose to the Knicks.
It doesn't matter that Bradley Beal is missing it because Washington wasn't going to do anything regardless.
Yeah.
And now that he's not there, they're not going to do anything to a much greater extent.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Talk to me, JC. What
I
you
mean,
think?
I just think that it means that they're just trying to get in the lottery. They're not gonna make the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah.
I think outside of the bubble, I don't think Washington should really be worried about this. I think they have deeper problems within their organization.
You guys think player development.
Yeah, you got to think player development. You have John Wall coming back. You're paying him a boatload of money. He's coming off an ACL, an Achilles tear. I mean, this team is just. This team is in a dark hole right now. This team.
Side question. Do you think Bradley should request a trade?
Absolutely.
What about you?
I mean, I'm not sure about requesting a trade, but I mean, I think he should get out of there.
Didn't he just sign his big contract too, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what he signed his big contract. Now you got to get
got
out of
paid,
there.
You get paid, but
now you got to get out of there.
He's got to get out of there. I mean, that team has no future, in my opinion. I mean, John Wall is making the most money on the team. He's heavily injured. This team's just really young. I mean, I think this means nothing. I think the Wizards have more to worry about. I think it's actually smart that they're taking Bradley Beal out because they know they're not going to make the playoffs. It gives you a chance to have a potential maybe top 5 pick with how the draft is doing this year, like with the percentages. So I think that's better than going there, not doing anything, and just, you know what I mean, just getting bounced. You lose a lot of games. You're not going to win with Roy Uchimura being your best player. I mean, let's be real. You know, you got to do what you have to do. And I think that them taking out Bradley Beal, they're tanking. And they're going to continue to tank.
But
and I think Bradley Beal should really get out of there.
So, look, I just found something that's going to go hand in hand with the Towns and Jokic debate. So, in 2018, the Wolves and the Nuggets actually faced in a winner-go-home game. Whoever won got the 8th seed, and the Timberwolves beat them. But Jokic had 35 and 10, and Towns had 26 and 14.
That was when they lost Jimmy for that portion of the season.
Yeah, and then Jimmy came back, and then when they
cut his meniscus.
They versed the Rockets, and then got they won one
34
game.
34 and what?
35 and 10.
Oh.
Towns had 26 and 14.
It's interesting.
And with the dub.
Yeah, you got the dub.
With the dub.
Jimmy Butler was there.
So was Towns. Towns was the best player on that team.
Towns was the most talented player on the team.
Towns was the best player on that team, bro.
Probably was the better one, too, though.
Probably. I mean, without Jimmy, though, that team wasn't going nowhere.
That's true.
Towns.
We saw that. That team was.
But they didn't go anywhere regardless.
Yeah,
they wasn't going to get to the playoffs.
They lost in 5.
They were 4th seed before Jimmy went down. And then they dropped all the way to 8th. Actually tied for 8th. And then,
It's just bad team construction, to be honest.
Yeah.
You got to have. They finally got rid of Wiggins, so hopefully they're on the right path.
All right, so let's move on to a topic that's actually been kind of talked about a lot. I'm going to cut right to the point. Zion Williamson or John Morant, who was the rookie of the year and why?
I'm going to go with John Morant, and not because Zion Williamson didn't play phenomenal this year. I don't think you could go wrong with picking Zion. I just think out of fairness, Zion did not play enough this year for you to consider him the rookie of the year. He played phenomenal. But I don't think you can sit there and negate John Morant's
body of work
for the season. Nobody picked Memphis to go to the playoffs or even be in the hunt. They picked him to be a lottery team, top 5, top 10 pick. And John Morant did his thing. That team actually showed us some promise. Jaren Jackson Jr. played really well this year. Dylan Brooks. But the front of the train was John Morant.
Of course.
He got them right there. Got them to the playoffs. Got them as an 8th seed. I just think.
You think they're going to make the playoffs?
I don't know.
It's not done yet.
Yeah, it's not done. I can't say that for sure, but I could definitely say when the season went down, the Grizzlies were 8th seed.
Yeah.
And now that Jaren Jackson's healthy because they was missing him and they was losing games, I think they have a really good chance. But I just think Zion didn't play enough games. That's
okay. What do you think, Joel?
If the Pelicans make the playoffs, Zion Williamson is the rookie of the year. And let me change the definition a little bit. Mm-hmm. Rookie of the year. It's in the name itself. The rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Who is the NBA cover athlete of 2K this year?
Zion Williamson.
And he is the rookie of the year. The most phenomenal, exciting, best player that's a rookie this past season has been Zion. Mm-hmm. He's the rookie of the year.
John Morant's not exciting?
Not more than Zion. Not more than
That's
Zion.
a debate, honestly.
Not more than Zion.
It is. It's a debate.
Name me a game that was more exciting than John Morant versus Kyrie Irving, and I'll sit here and honestly
I saw
wait.
that game. That
And I'll
game
sit here
was-
and wait.
His debut.
No.
Yeah.
Stop. That
Dude.
debut was ridiculous.
That was
though.
better than John Morant versus Kyrie.
Though that debut was. Did you see how he came in the first quarter? He didn't score, and after that, he just started hitting threes everywhere. Started going to the basket against the Spurs.
That was better than John Morant putting 30 on Kyrie Irving's
second
dome.
game. It was the second game of the year. I mean, it was a good game. It was a great game to watch.
don't-
But
I
I
don't
think
know
you're.
about
I think you're underrating the Zion debut.
Look, I don't want to
was
get.
alright.
I don't want to.
I know you tapped in to watch that game. We
I-
all
I-
did.
I tuned out. At the
I
third
tapped
quarter.
in to watch that game when Zion was
Look, the
in town.
basic stats kind
it's
of.
Memphis
The
too. You gotta
basic
remember that.
stats. The basic stats show you it as well. Zion's averaging 24-7. Ja's averaging 18-7.
One guy's played 60
And
games,
now,
the other guy's played like 20.
One is shooting
John Morant's very
59%.
efficient for a rookie.
One is shooting 59% from the field. That's Zion, and the other one is shooting 49%. Ja is still playing phenomenal, but here's where things really go their separate ways. When
Games
you look at the advanced stats, Zion has a 24 PER to Ja's 18 PER, player efficiency rating. Versus when Zion is on the court for the Pelicans, they're a plus 10. They're basically blowing teams out. When Ja is on it, only 0.3 better than when he's not on the court.
I did not know
That's
that.
a big
No,
difference.
that is
JC,
very-
but here's the hilarious part. You're comparing 59 games
Yeah.
to, is that number 19?
That is
40
number
less
19.
games.
Oh, you're comparing 59 games to 19 games. What's their record on those 19 games?
I really have to do this research on it. But what I can say is that
What's the record?
you want me to search it up
I
right
really
now?
do want you to search it out right now.
Okay.
Because all that is cute and all, but if it's not a 500 record at least, it's like, how you going to negate John Morant's 59 games played?
10 wins and 9 losses.
So it's average, pretty much.
I guess you can say that.
Yeah, that would be average.
But
10
he has not been playing as much minutes as Ja. He plays 29 minutes a game. Zion does.
Yeah, he's
They were
injury prone.
gonna beat San Antonio's debut if they didn't sit him out.
Yeah, he was on a minutes restriction.
He had to be. He's
Nah,
injury
that debut
prone.
game was crazy.
But
though.
I'm saying,
But you can't.
yes, I can't compare these games because
You
nothing.
can't.
Yes, nothing is telling me that Zion is gonna slow down from this. I've seen no evidence of it that he's gonna slow down.
How many games is in the bubble?
I believe 8
regular
exhibition
season
games.
I don't think there's ever been a rookie. I don't think there's ever been an award that was given to a player that's played less than 40 games. I think the least amount of player played was Brandon Roy, where he played 40 or 50 games in one Rookie of the Year. To be that disrespectful to give a player a Rookie of the Year and he didn't even play 30 games after John Morant went and played 60 games and showed you what he did all season for a team that wasn't supposed to go in the playoffs, I think that's disrespectful.
This is the thing, and I think.
And what's the award say?
I think
What's the award?
I think you're-
Rookie of the
I think-
Year.
I think
Yeah.
you're missing.
What's that ending
So,
word?
year.
Year.
So-
And I'm
so-
not saying Zion
Wait,
Morant didn't play
this is-
So let
phenomenal.
me ask you a question. So let's say Zion gets them to the playoffs and they overlap the Grizzlies and Zion plays phenomenal.
Injuries aside,
Injuries aside, let's just say he laps.
Injuries aside.
you gotta make sure, you know.
You know, let's just say he laps them and they get to the playoffs and they take Memphis' spot. That's not enough to give him Rookie of the Year.
And that's what I've said.
So he made the playoffs in less games.
Did you see their schedule for the 8-game bubble?
No, what is it?
It's easy.
It's like they want New Orleans to make the
yeah,
playoffs.
you know, I read an
it's
article
like
about
they
that.
want
Yeah,
New Orleans to make
yeah,
the
yeah.
playoffs.
Okay,
It's
so
like-
what's your
it's a-
what's
he's
your
box
answer to that
office.
though?
But if even the way them 8 games is set up, New Orleans should win most of them 8 games.
Who's the best team they play in that 8 game
I
stretch?
think the Kings or the
Oh my
Grizzlies.
God.
Yeah,
This-
they,
look,
they
this
built
is-
for it's built for Zion to get in the playoffs. They
This
want them
is
to play
JC.
the
JC,
regular-
Those
before
are
you-
the next 8 games they had though.
No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't.
JC, before you say anything else, this is what I want to say.
Wants them to play LeBron.
Something that
was
Riv,
box office.
Hell
Riv was
yeah.
accusing me of earlier. Remember when we were talking about Pascal Siakam and you said
Siakam.
I'm mixing up the question. JC never
I was
asked.
about to answer the question.
JC never
Just cut me
asked.
off.
No, let me finish. JC never asked who's going to win the Rookie of the Year award. He asked who is the Rookie of the Year. The Rookie of the Year is Zion Williamson. He's the best rookie this year. He is the Rookie of the Year. He is the most talked about, most hyped, most covered
Who's better?
rookie.
Who's better?
Zion.
I don't think you could compare.
Come on, man. Who's
don't
the
think-
better player?
Okay, let's go.
Come
Go.
on, man.
He's the Rookie of the
let's
Year.
go down the list.
I like Ja more.
Let's go down the list. So who's a better player? Finisher, Zion. Shooter, Ja.
Passer.
Ja.
It doesn't.
Defense.
Zion's not that good of a defender.
On the
but
perimeter,
look,
he's terrible.
We know.
Perimeter
we know.
probably Ja, post probably Zion. Ball handlers, Ja. It's literally
Weak side
close.
defense.
It's
But
literally
look,
close.
we know
It's not
that we know that that's not.
No, he just asked. I'm just
That's,
answering his question.
but that's not a foundation to
I'm
really
just
answer a
answering his
question.
That's all. I'm just
And
answering his question.
I just wanted to know
Yeah, I'm
because
just answering his
like
question. I'm just answering his question.
Because
Zion's
the
a
advanced
beast.
stats show it's Zion and it's not close.
Yeah, for a 19-game sample size, of course, it's gonna look fancy. Like,
so
it's
you
gonna,
think you think Zion was slowing down?
I
The tear that he was
I don't
going
think,
on?
I don't think he was going. I would have liked to see it happen for a long. If he would, if you put that at 40 games and he was doing that, I'd have given him Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I would have given him. It's just he didn't play enough. That's all it is. I'm not gonna give a guy who played 19 games Rookie of the Year. That's unfair.
crazy.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
But his 19 games were ridiculous.
It was
too, though.
definitely. If he would have played 40 games, I'd have given him. I'd have said he was Rookie of the Year.
I say if he played 39 to 35 games, you can give him a Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, but to
You're
play
gonna have to
19
add an extra 8.
Yeah, to play 19 though, when the guy played a whole 59, and
That's
his
true.
team wasn't supposed to be in the
That's
playoffs.
also
Look,
very
these were
true.
his past 5 games.
Because look what he said. He said if the Pelicans can get in. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. Say for example, because this whole little bubble thing was honestly stupid, but whatever. They added 8 games to give these teams who were behind the Grizzlies a chance to catch the Grizzlies.
Well, not really.
Wait,
They
let me
added
talk.
8 games
Let me
because
talk.
the
Let me
season
talk.
was
Let me
cut
talk.
off.
Let me talk. You cutting me off. I don't like that. They added 8 games to give these teams a chance to catch up because they were in the hunt. The Grizzlies started losing because Jaren Jackson went down, and that was a key piece of their offense and defense.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies cut the season short. The Grizzlies were in the playoffs. They were the 8th seed. They were going to see LeBron, and nobody had them making the playoffs. Nobody had John Morant getting them to the playoffs at all. And you mean to tell me he can't get Rookie of the Year because a guy played 19 games and got them still behind the guy who had his team at 8th seed all season? Like, he took Dame ain't 8th seed. De'Aaron Fox ain't 8th seed. Drew Holiday's
The Suns aren't 8th
The
seed.
Suns, Devin Booker, they're not 8th seed. No. Who's 8th seed? John Morant.
Yeah.
John Morant is 8th seed. Like, come on, bro. That's ridiculous.
All right, but you know why that argument doesn't hold up? Because
Just because it doesn't
each
hold up to you
team-
doesn't mean that doesn't hold up.
no, it just doesn't hold up
Great.
at all. Because look, most teams played between 61 to 65 games.
Except Zion.
That means that they were about a 20-game difference, and they just gave teams in the bubble 8 games to catch up to Memphis.
Okay. Except Zion.
So that means there's less of a chance for teams to catch up to Memphis than there was before. Back then, they
That's
had
when
more
the
of a
difficulty of
chance.
schedule comes into play.
Yeah. Now pull up Memphis' schedule.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
because
I know
because
you're
I don't
not.
think it's relevant. But you
Definitely,
Nah,
it's
it is,
relevant.
it is.
It is relevant.
But you look,
you just
if
said-
if Ja's a Rookie of the Year, he'll overcome it.
Stop.
He'll
Because you-
overcome
stop,
it.
because you just said
Because
if-
Jaren
wait,
Jackson
listen.
is healthy now,
Yeah,
right?
That's a fact, and I think they have a good chance. But you just said if Zion gets in the playoffs, they'll be the 8th seed. Look at his 8 games and look at Ja's 8 games, and then
How many games is Zion behind the Grizzlies too? Though that matters.
that matters. And then I want you to look that up and then look at the 8 games the Pelicans have to play.
Do they
'Cause
play
let's
the
be
Nets in those
realistic.
8 games?
Who's better, the Pelicans or the Grizzlies as a team when both healthy?
It's close.
Who would you take?
I
Start of the season, if they're both healthy, who would you take to make the playoffs?
I'm taking the Grizzlies.
Me too, because John Morant, baby.
Nah, but not. John Morant is the best player, but they got Jaren
Pelicans
Jackson,
have
Brandon
Pelicans
Clark's
have
nice.
are
You
about
didn't know he was gonna be that nice. though.
Valanciunas is really good.
You didn't know Brandon Carr was gonna be that nice.
I did not. He's a
Pelicans
steal.
are 3.5 games behind.
You didn't
And
pull out
then-
them 8 games though, did
No,
you?
but at three and a half games, it's to make
it's
up
a
within
lot.
8
It
games.
is.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
it,
tough.
it's kind of be it's
that's why I
unlikely.
told you the argument doesn't hold up.
You
it doesn't.
have yet to tell me the 8 games.
And when he
Like, he's
won,
not
and look,
telling me
a
that.
game that was exciting that Zion played was against the Lakers. He had 35
That was a
game.
very exciting game. You didn't say that. I don't know why you didn't.
How
say
about
that.
when they played head to head? Zion cooked the Grizzlies that game.
Zion cooked the Grizzlies?
Yes,
I didn't see that game.
that was very bad.
Did he really?
Yes, and
I
John Morant
remember-
John Morant actually had a really bad game that
Did he
game.
really?
Yeah, but it's one game though. But I'm just saying when they were playing head
Look,
to
this
head,
is a player who
John
has
Morant
a,
gave your point guard 30 though.
that's facts.
And
This
then
is
he
a
lost
player-
him. He
But
tried
my
to
point
tie
guard
the
doesn't
game.
play D though.
And he blocked him. Then
And
Kyrie
he
tried
punched
to
his
come
game
down,
winner.
punched the game
Kyrie was
winner.
cooking him too though.
But I
He has
think-
to. Like,
Yeah,
yes,
word.
for-
I'm
I
saying.
think that you misconstrued the two.
What do you
Because I
talking
think
about?
I think if the Pelicans make the playoffs,
Mhm.
Zion should win the Rookie of the Year award.
Mhm.
But even if he doesn't make the playoffs, he is still the Rookie of the Year, regardless of
I
who
don't
wins the
think that
award.
makes sense.
He said, I don't think that makes
If you're
sense.
the rookie of the year, you're the rookie of the year, bro. Like, I don't think that.
Not really, because when Joel Embiid was playing, he was the best rookie that year, but Malcolm Brogdon won the
Why?
award.
Because Joel Embiid played how many?
No, yeah, but
24
we
games.
know Joel Embiid was the best rookie
Of course.
that year.
Of course.
He was
I-
the
I
rookie
get
of
what
the
you're saying.
year.
I get what you're saying, but Malcolm Brogdon averaged like 12 points a game, bro.
Yeah,
He didn't
that
put
was
up
like
Ja
the
Morant.
weakest.
Like, he
that,
didn't- yeah,
it was
come on, bro.
Dario Saric, Joel Embiid, and
Yeah,
like
it's not like he was
Malcolm
putting up.
Yeah, but
That was a
I'm
weak
just trying to
rookie
tell you the
class.
difference between the award and the rookie
but
of
what
the
was
year.
it? But look at the same situations. One guy played not enough games and didn't win it. Just like Zion shouldn't play enough games. But hold on, Malcolm Brogdon didn't play anywhere near John Morant's rookie year level at all.
no, he
Like,
didn't.
Not even close. Like, come on, bro.
I don't think it's close between Zion, who has better stats. It's Zion.
Obviously, the 19 game guy is gonna have better stats than the 59.
Not
game
really,
guy.
because his first month of the season he averaged 19. His second he averaged 24. I mean 25 his second month. Then his third month he averaged 24. So it was trending upwards. It wasn't trending
Nice.
down.
What was the third month? February.
I believe February. Yeah, I think
We'll see. I mean, we'll see.
no, it was March.
The
It was
bubble is
March.
on its way, so we'll
Yo,
see.
real quick before we go to the next topic, you remember when he said Draymond Green was better than Zion?
Yeah, I remember.
Even before he was a rookie.
I said that when he was in college because that was just so disrespectful to say that by the dudes in college.
Yo,
And now-
Zion is
Now
way
it's like,
better than
I mean, now,
him.
but now you have argument. You have feel
What?
me? You have he's in the NBA now.
Well, I was about to
really.
say, I
Some
thought you were gonna say
people-
it's an
No, I'm saying
argument.
now he's in the
I was
NBA.
like,
Some
what?
people can just know when something's gonna happen.
Just like you know the Rockets are gonna win the chip, right?
They are gonna win the championship.
Yeah,
I know you don't want to support the Rockets, so I know they're gonna win the championship. But like this, we were talking about John Morant. This is a player who played pretty similar to him. If we have
But you do
yeah, I know my voice cracked. I didn't mean to do that. But
It
look,
happened.
Derrick Rose.
Mm.
This past week on Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of debate between
Silliness.
Derrick Rose and other current point guards.
Silliness.
So hypothetically, if Derrick Rose were to stay healthy, where would you rank him amongst Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, and Damian Lillard? Do you think any of these players are ahead of Derrick Rose?
It's just funny to me how like this guy who wins MVP at 22 years old and guys on this list who have never touched the MVP award or never even sniffed it is being compared to him, but it's crazy. Russell Westbrook, I think, has the case that is untouchable. I think Derrick Rose would probably, if we talk hypothetically, so uptrending words, he probably, because Westbrook's averaged triple-double, 30, 10, and 10. He won the MVP. So I think Russell Westbrook, he couldn't touch Russell Westbrook's case. I don't think he would ever put up a triple-double. I think D. Rose would have probably been a high-volume scorer at 27, 28 points per game. That's how I think would have went. But I feel as though the Kyrie thing it's starting to boggle my mind because people think Kyrie is some god, and I think it's just because we're all from Jersey, and he's from Jersey, so I think we put him at this some pedestal. Kyrie Irving has been a second option, and and where his successes come from, Kyrie Irving has been a second option. Derrick Rose was a first option in the Chicago Bulls on a team where Keith Bogans was his starting two guard who averaged 3
Ronnie
points
Brewer.
a game. He had Ronnie Brewer averaging 3 points a game.
Carlos.
Carlos Boozer, who's
Who
playing,
missed
he
50
missed 50 games. Joakim Noah missed 40 games. Kurt Thomas started for a part of the year. You had Luol Deng there, who he was a good player, but come on, you had guys who couldn't get their shots, and there was no spacing on the floor. And Derrick Rose was putting up 25 and 8 as a 22-year-old player.
Yeah.
We're raving about Luka Doncic at 21. At 22, D Rose was leading his team to the ECF. Kyrie Irving, I don't think you can build. I think it's clear you can't build a team around him. I think
You
that's
can't.
like everybody can.
It's clear as day.
He's one of the best Robins we've probably ever seen. But I don't think he could be that Batman. And we don't know how D Rose would have been as a Batman. But we definitely seen a little sneak peek that D Rose as a Batman can at least get you to the ECF.
Wait, you mean you said Batman,
As the best player of the
Number
team.
one.
but
Number one
Batman is the okay.
Like Batman and Robin. That's what.
Okay.
Like as a number
Not
one.
because you called Kyrie a Batman. That's why.
No, I said we seen Kyrie as a
okay.
Batman. That's all.
Okay.
So I think I would have ranked. It would have been Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook. I think he would have been right there with Damian Lillard, and Kyrie would have been under both of them. That's how it went. That would have been my top 5. That's how it went.
All right,
What do you
so I agree with you on the Kyrie Irving.
It's done.
Yeah, I agree with you on the Kyrie Irving. I think Derrick Rose is just a better all-around player than Kyrie. Didn't have the jumper. Probably wasn't a better pure scorer than Kyrie, but No, you got me with the Kyrie as a Batman. Like we've seen it. It hasn't been good. We've seen it this year as a Batman for a short portion. He can't even play over 20 games. So I'll give you that one. The one I'm not gonna give you, I agree. Westbrook better. I'm not gonna give you Damian Lillard, and I'm gonna tell you why.
You're gonna give him Westbrook, but not Dame.
No, Westbrook. I think Westbrook's gonna be better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Westbrook is better. I agree with him on that.
He said I can't take Dame.
You can't take.
Why can't I take Dame?
Okay, so let's talk about Dame. So we talking about a guy who's really made the playoffs almost every year of his career in the Western Conference as the man.
His teams have been really good.
Have they really?
LaMarcus Aldridge, Nicholas Batum was pretty good for
But the year that they lost Aldridge and Batum, he made it. With
and I remember clear as day that year that people were saying that they made a big mistake trading LaMarcus Aldridge and they didn't have a shot at making the playoffs. I remember clear as day. So look, we're in a shooting league now. So the game, the game changed. Mm-hmm. Derrick Rose wasn't that good of a shooter.
Of course not.
He wasn't that good of a shooter.
He can hit the mid-range.
To be fair, though.
Westbrook isn't either.
To be fair, we see Derrick Rose hitting it now.
Yeah, because he lost that explosiveness.
He still has that slithery finishing.
Yeah, no.
So imagine D Rose being that athletic, but
my thing is, if Derrick Rose is that athletic, would he have really?
Hypothetically, give D Rose he has the mid range down, and he can hit a consistent three ball. He can hit a respectable three ball. That's a dangerous dude. But with spacing, he didn't have any spacing, bro. He's running into
Damian Lillard is. I hope you're not implying that Derrick Rose is a better scorer than Damian Lillard.
I mean, obviously he had the three ball, but he didn't do nothing else on offense better than Derrick Rose.
What do you mean? He's a better mid-range shooter. He's a better what?
He's a better what?
He's a better three-point shooter. He can attack the basket. He can attack the
what? He can attack what?
He can't attack the basket.
Okay, all right, but you act like he's some scrub at attacking the basket. You act like he's some scrub at attacking the basket.
No, I'm not. He's good at it. But he's not.
And three levels of scoring, the edge goes to Dame.
Out of all the 4 point guards we just named, Dame is the worst finisher out of all 4 of them.
Is he really? So we checked
Westbrook, Kyrie, Derrick Rose. Dame is the worst
finisher. We checked the stats. I'm telling you, don't have the computer here, but if we see the percentage of who finishes the most layups at the rim, you sure that Damian Lillard is gonna be worse out of all of them?
I did not. No, the stats might.
No,
it's
all right.
That, but at the same time, Dame Lillard doesn't go to the basket.
The numbers don't lie.
Dame Lillard doesn't go to the basket.
But we can be honest though that Derrick Rose is a way better finisher than Damian Lillard.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
When he was in
his prime. Only thing he did better than him because
he's a better playmaker too. Honestly,
I don't know. Dame's averaged over 7 assists. The same. Wait. So what's Derrick Rose's career high in assists?
8.
7, 8. Damian Lillard's done it for a longer stretch. Yeah. Facts. So how are you gonna say off one season that he's gonna be a better passer than him?
No shooters, bro. I'm trying. He put up 8 assists with no shoot. Name on that 2010-2011 team. Okay. Who can shoot the ball?
Keith Bogans,
bro. He's like
Kirk Heinrich. I mean, I'm just naming.
He was on the Hawks, I think.
He was.
Kyle Korver was Kyle Korver on the team. Kyle Korver was on the team. All right, so look.
Dame is. Look. I'm gonna say this about Dame. Dame, I like Dame. Like, Dame is a really, really good player. And Dame with a 3 ball is putting up 28.
Oh, we get into the skills aspect of basketball, too. Who's better? Who's more skilled? Dame. Come on, bro. Dame's more skilled than Derrick Rose was. I don't know why you're making that face.
I think they're kind of even.
I mean, I'd say Dame.
Dame with a 3 ball is putting up 28, 29 a game. D Rose with no 3 ball was putting up 25 a game with no spacing. Dame had spacing with. When Wesley Matthews was there, Nicholas Batum was there, they both could shoot the 3 ball. Aldridge could shoot. He had spacing on that team. Mm-hmm. Dude is playing with Keith Bogans and Luol Deng and Kurt Thomas and Carlos Boozer, bro. That team wasn't that. It was a good defensive team. Yeah. But offensively, bro, we knew who was gonna get the ball.
But that's just because it was injury.
Yeah,
it's injury.
Bro, we knew who was gonna get the ball every time, every play.
We know who's gonna get the ball now. In Portland too, we know who's gonna get the ball. No. If I want a last shot, you're taking CJ over Dame for the last shot.
But you have 2 options on offense.
Yeah. CJ was the closer against Denver. You do know that, right?
He had a better game 7.
He had a better series.
He had a better game. Oh yeah, he had a
better series. He was the closer. Like he was
CJ
the guy.
went crazy that series.
Like, he went crazy that series. But I mean,
you gonna get a ball to Luol Deng and tell him to do CJ things? Like
nah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but like, I mean, look. We have track record for Dame. Dame's made the playoffs. Dame's gone to the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, hypothetically. But I'm saying, at the end of the day, what you're saying is just all hypothetical. I have a track record that shows Dame can make the playoffs as the man. He's a great 3-point shooter. In the West, though. Do
you remember D-Rose rookie year? Against Boston in the 7-game series?
Yeah, I remember that.
He was going crazy, bro. Like,
we're not going to talk about Dame's playoff series, what he did to OKC last year, what he did to Houston, what he did to his man. We're not going to talk about that, too.
What age was he when he did all that?
I think Dame was like 22.
What?
I think Dame was like 22. Oh no,
OKC?
no. No. I was talking about. I was talking about. I said OKC and Houston.
Houston,
that
wasn't 22. He's like 25. 25.
Are you
26.
sure?
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He came in the league.
Wait,
at
no,
22.
Houston. It was his rookie year, right?
No, it was his second year. It was his second year.
He was
like 22, 23 years old.
Nah, because when he faced Portland, Aldridge was there.
But it wasn't his rookie year though, because he didn't make the playoffs his rookie year. He's all 4 years at Weber State, so he was 22 coming in. He might have been 23, 24.
Okay, so
D.
he was
Rose
still relatively
at
young.
19 years old was killing a prime Rondo and helping that Bulls team take Boston to 7. That same team that won the chip. That same exact team that won the chip.
What year was that?
2007, 2008. Did they win the chip?
They did. They beat. No. They beat the Lakers that year. You're right about that.
That was that same exact team took them to 7.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron didn't even take them to 7, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
It might have been 2008, 2009. Or maybe. I
They
don't
still
know.
went to the finals.
In 2009 there was Magic were in the finals.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I think so, yeah.
The Magic in the finals in 2009.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
But I'm saying but you gotta. So if we're gonna talk about hypotheticals, we gotta talk about how the games changed. Damian Lillard came into the league with a jump shot. He's explosive. He can pass the ball.
That is a fact.
That
but
is a fact.
Derrick Rose is not done. Like we see him playing, and his
Put
per
about 18, 19
his
games.
per 36 numbers
Right.
Didn't
Right.
he shoot,
emulate his
40%
MVP
from
season.
the field last year?
It does.
From the 3-point line last year, he shot 40% from the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because he has to. Now he's not as
You mean to
explosive
tell
as he
me
was.
If Drew Holiday could put up 21 points a game, D Rose can't?
And what?
In today's league, no offense to Drew Holiday, but you're like, come on. Like a prime D Rose, like 22-year-old D Rose, you put him in today's league. If Drew Holiday could put up 21, you really think D Rose can't put up like 26?
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the 3-point shooting. How much is like required in the game to have a 3-point shot?
If you have spacing,
Damian Lillard
Damian
Lillard is he a top 5 shooter in the game right now?
top 5 shooter.
Yeah. Well, that like
Debatable.
in all aspects of shooting, mid range, deep range shots, 3-point shots, free throws.
But I don't think
So it's
Derrick
debatable.
Rose is a horrible shooter.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's
But
not Westbrook.
We're talking about this
Yeah,
right.
Westbrook's really
We're talking
bad.
about this right now. But I don't think that how he says debatable.
If
I don't think
D-Rose-
it'd be debatable
If
for
D
Derrick
Rose
Rose in
gets
terms of
spacing,
shooting.
he doesn't need to be able to shoot the 3.
No, in terms of shooting, yeah, I get you. But it's
Yeah.
about being the better player. If Derrick Rose is even 35% from 3 and as athletic as he was, it wouldn't be a debate.
How wouldn't it be a debate?
Derrick Rose might be average 30.
So
Bro, if D Rose gets spacing,
Damian
bro, he
Lillard could
doesn't-
average 30. He's averaging 29 this year
But
with
this
7
is
assists
first year
and
doing
5 rebounds.
Bro.
He averaged 28 last year, 27 the year
I
before.
don't think you understand, bro. When a guard that can't shoot gets spacing, it doesn't matter if he can shoot or not. He just needs a one-on-one lane to the basket,
Dame
bro.
can do the exact same thing Derrick Rose could do in terms of attack the basket. He
No,
can hit
he
the 3
stop
ball.
saying that. You have
Bro,
to stop saying that.
Bro,
He
he's-
can't do.
bro,
He
Dame
can't.
Dame can't
attack
look,
like D Rose.
It's
bro.
not attack
There's
like
only
D
one-
Rose, but Dame is still great at attacking the basket.
Now he is, but he's not.
D-Rose is
but
different.
D Rose
D-Rose
isn't
is
a great shooter like Dame is. Though.
That's absolutely. But
So if
D-Ro-
D-
but
so
hold on.
Dame
the
is a
drop
gr-
off from
No.
D
So,
Rose to finishing and Dame to finishing, it's like you're trying to like put him there. But it's like he's not there, bro.
No, I'm not saying he's there. I'm just saying in his own aspect, he's a great finisher. Damian Lillard is a great finisher. He's a great shooter.
Okay.
He's just a better all-around scorer than him, and he's carrying his team in the West as the man. Mind you, he hasn't done anything with it. I mean, he made the WCF, but I have a track record of this, like
D-Rose
of him
made
doing
the
this.
DCF year 3. They made the WCF year like 8.
I mean, we got to look who was he going against? Who was he going against in the
the
playoffs?
Pacers, who was doing.
No.
Oh,
Who
it's
was
with
Dame
D-Rose?
going? Who was Dame going against in the playoffs?
Like D Rose played
If I'm
scrubs.
not mistaken, I think the Warriors knocked out Dame like 3 times.
They got swept by the
They also
Pelicans.
lost to the Grizzlies. You don't. I didn't forget that.
Yeah, he lost to the Grizzlies.
Drew Holiday locked him up. He lost to the Pelicans.
He did.
Come
LeBron
on.
locked him up. Look, now Derrick Rose got shut down
By
too.
a
and-
6'9", 250 guy. Come on, bro.
But he got shut down though. That
Yeah,
was the
by
MVP. That
First
was
of
the
all-
MVP.
first of all-
No,
first
he
of
got
all-
locked. So
He
if
did.
you're gonna
He
make
did.
fun
No,
of
he
Dame
did.
for
He
getting
did.
locked,
By Drew Holiday or LeBron James in 2011. Stop. Like
no, but I'm just saying. He
not
got
a
locked up too.
comparison, though,
What do you
bro.
mean it's not a comparison?
LeBron James defense in 2011 or Drew Holiday now? Which
Drew Holiday
defense
made
is
the
better?
first team. No.
Which
LeBron,
defense is better?
But
Okay.
LeBron's defense is better. But you're saying he got locked down. I'm saying so Derrick Rose got
Okay, but
shut
which
down
one is
too
more
though.
difficult? A guy your size lock you up, or a guy 6'9", 250 that can move just like you lock? What was he gonna do? What was he gonna do?
I mean,
If
that was
we
the
put-
MVP. He made him look
If
bad.
we
that
put
series.
LeBron 2011 in front of Dame, what is Dame gonna do?
I think Dame's scoring him.
Oh,
Not gonna hold you. I think Dame could even work. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, I think
Come on.
just
Give
the lack of
him
the
work?
yeah,
Dame can
bro.
give him. Yeah, you're crazy,
But,
bro.
I mean, look, I know it's
you're-
LeBron now, but did you not see what he did to the Lakers? Like when
Who?
it was when it was a night back off like Kobe's ceremony when he dropped like 49 points
Didn't
on
he
him.
lose?
No, they won that game.
Who was guarding him?
Everybody was
Bradley?
guarding him. Everybody was guarding him, bro. He had
Avery
like
Bradley?
49
Portland
points.
also got blown out by the Lakers though.
No, but the last time they played, like the night, the ceremony for
Who's
Kobe
guarding
Bryant's
him?
death,
Avery Bradley and Danny Green?
LeBron switched
Are
on
we
him.
not gonna talk about how much Charles Barkley loves the Blazers?
He does.
Because
love
he's
the
always
Blazers.
picking them. Like he picked them. He was like, if they make the 8th seed, they're gonna beat the Lakers.
No, they're not.
He's ridiculous.
Oh,
He
yeah.
loves-
Like he really
loves-
said that. He
What did they
loves the
do, though?
Blazers.
That would be
Last year he
crazy.
said they was making the finals. He loves the
He
Blazers.
loves the underdog story.
I mean, like I said, I give you Kyrie, but I think Dame. If we were talking about how it would be right now, I would say Dame's probably slightly better than D Rose.
D Rose has done everything Dame has done or couldn't
One
do
for 1 year though.
in 3 years. In 3 years, D Rose made the ECF, won MVP. Dame in 8 years has never won an MVP and has made
So he's
one
He hasn't won MVP,
WCF.
but he's not an MVP caliber player. Dame can't win MVP.
He's
He's
not
Dame
a top
can't
5
win.
player.
Dame can't win MVP. Dame can't win MVP.
I don't think he will ever win MVP.
He will never win MVP. I don't think he's ever finished top 5 in the voting.
I don't know. You might have to check that.
No, I really don't think he's ever
Nah,
finished
you have
top
to
5 in the voting. I'm just being honest with you. But he's a great player, though. I love Dame.
Yeah, Dame's a beast. But I give you Kyrie. I think that's ridiculous.
No,
You were saying
Kyrie don't even need to get
I think that
acknowledged.
was ridiculous. But in terms of Dame,
Yeah, the reason that I moved this laptop was because I was afraid that the camera was gonna stop recording. Because you know how when your phone it goes to like it's 20% battery, you need to charge it.
Yeah.
I was afraid that that message was gonna pop up and I was gonna lose all the footage, but it didn't happen.
Don't forget, D-Rose dominated Indiana. First playoff. Destroyed them. 39, 36,
Damian Lillard
35,
dominated in his
31.
first series too.
Look, the only player I think
he
that
really
you
did.
can say that would have been better than Derrick Rose if Derrick Rose had remained
Steph
healthy
and Westbrook.
is Westbrook, because Westbrook really averages triple double. Something that's never been done since Oscar
That's the
Robertson.
same man. Dame cooked that same man that averaged a triple double. He gave him work too.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
when it's all said and done,
and I think that you
D-Rose
said
used to
you,
cook
no,
Westbrook too.
but I think you said last year that Dame was better than Westbrook too, right?
Last year he was better than Westbrook.
And the year before that,
I don't remember what I
after his
said.
MVP year.
I don't remember what I said.
So if
I remember last year.
if Dame is better than the guy that we all can agree is going to be better than Derrick Rose, then why can't Dame?
We're talking about a collection of the whole career. If I'm talking career wise, Westbrook is better than.
Of
But
course,
as of last year, Dame was better than Westbrook.
in this year too.
This year,
no, Westbrook is better this year.
I think it's debatable. I think it's definitely debatable.
Westbrook is better this year.
I think
He's gonna be the second best player on a championship team.
that does no. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, I think it's debatable this year. I think it's definitely debatable. I do really like Dame though.
Dame's a beast.
Talk about second. You know, they're not gonna win a chip. Stop saying that to people.
Trust me, they're gonna win a
You gotta
championship.
stop saying that, bro. People
They're gonna
think
win a
you're crazy.
championship. The Rockets are gonna win the championship. Same way I said the Titans will make the playoffs.
Same way you said the
Same
Raiders
way.
were gonna make the playoffs.
And the Jets.
They should have made it though.
Yeah, look,
The
look.
Raiders should have.
Same way you said last year, the Rockets were gonna beat the Warriors when KD got hurt. Yeah, we remember you said
Did
that.
I say that?
Yes, you did. And he has a picture of you weeping and sowing when Steph Curry had 33 in the second half.
I don't
You were-
think I said that.
You did say that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's trying.
No, I didn't.
He's trying to lie.
Nah, because I remember.
And you said the
I
Knicks were
remember.
gonna win 25 games, 35 games.
30.
They
30.
were close. If Mike Miller would have been the coach from the start, they would have done
I
it.
just
Cut
hear
show.
excuses.
What are you searching up?
Huh?
What are you searching up right
I'm
now?
looking up Damian Lillard real quick. You can continue though. Go ahead.
I thought he was gonna look up what we
Nah.
were just talking about.
Yeah.
Nah. Looking him up real quick. I mean, you cut the show. I mean, this is me bullshitting on my own.
All right, so we're gonna end the show off that. All right, thank you guys for watching another episode of Pick a Side. All of these debates, comment your opinions on whichever videos that we're gonna put out. We're gonna put out the clips. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.